So welcome everybody to a very special session of Ananda Yoga. Get close with you. A very special session for two reasons. Today is the anniversary of the passing away of Swami Kriyananda. Swami Kriyananda is the yogi who revealed Ananda Yoga. So I think I personally feel very grateful for what he brought and has taught us. And so he passed away, or as the yogis say, he left the body, insinuating the soul is eternal and we just have a body for a certain time and we leave the body. So he left the body 7 years ago today. So I'd just like to remember and thank him for bringing Ananda Yoga to us. And another reason it's a special day is because tomorrow we'll be celebrating Earth Day. And it's the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And I would like to offer that we hold this practice in connection with the earth. As you know, the world is facing many environmental challenges, and there's a lot that we can do to live in greater harmony with nature by being more aware of our intimate connection with the earth, with nature, and all the wealth. And I would like us to explore this through our practice in this session, but also Thursday. And I'd like to really dedicate the session actually to Myra Jackson, who's a friend of mine, who's taught me and is teaching me a lot about listening to the earth, to nature, to be in tune, and better feel what are the actions we can take in our individual lives, but also at the policy level for humans to live in greater harmony with nature. And as we know, when we live in harmony with nature, we're much more likely to be healthy. So this is something of direct interest to us. Finally, yes, so the theme for today is really connecting to the earth's elements within ourselves. As Myra says, we are like the cells of the greater body of the earth. We can think of the earth as a massive living system, and we are part of that living system, like its cells, intelligent cells. We will do so by exploring the various chakras. The chakras are energy centers in our body, and there are 7 major energy chakras, and they are associated with key elements. So the first chakra, the Lateral chakra, which is associated with our tailbone and our grounding to the earth, our legs, is associated with earth. Then we have the sacral chakra, which is more or less situated here, which is associated with the water element. Then at the center of the solar plexus, Manipura chakra, is associated with the fire element. Our heart chakra, Hatha chakra, is associated with air. Throat chakra, Visuddha, is associated with ether. And then we go to the higher centers in which we're no longer in matter, but more in higher levels of consciousness, where we actually go beyond this material world. But today we'll really work on our lower chakras and how that connection to the earth can bring us health. As every time, I invite you to start with a breathing exercise, Nadi Shodanam. Nadi Shodanam is a breathing exercise which really balances our left and right sides in our body and helps us ground ourselves. And that's one of the elements of connecting to the earth, is the balance, the harmony in those various parts of ourselves, various parts of creation. So let me demonstrate Nadi Shodanam. I will be doing in mirror pose. So when I say your right hand, I'll be using my left. So the way we do it is we place our right hand with the following position. Index and middle finger go to the center of the hand. And we're going to alternate closing our nostrils. So right nostrils with the thumb and left nostril with the a ring finger and small finger. And we're going to be breathing in alternate ways. So breathing in first by opening to the left through the nostril on the left. Then we close and we breathe out. Yes, I'm confused already between left and right. We're going to be breathing through the left. So you close with your nostril with your thumb. Breathe in, then hold and breathe out through the right nostril. So opening up the side with your thumb. And we're going to alternate like this, left, right, right, left, left, right. I'll guide you into this. In breathing, you want to try to really breathe fully with your abdomen, ribs, and chest, chest, ribs, abdomen. So really filling yourself up with air as before. So I invite you to sit in a comfortable position. If like this is not so comfortable, you can also try on your heels, or if really neither of those work for you, you can also be on a chair, whichever feels right. First is to have a straight back, be nice and stable, chin a little bit tucked in. Place your right hand in this position and come and close your right nostril with a thumb. Breathe out and breathe in through the left. Close both and hold. And breathe out right. Breathe in right. Close. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Close. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Hold. And breathe out left. Continue in your own rhythm. Breathing in left. Then closing and holding. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in right when you're ready. Adapting to your own pace, just making sure that you hold and breathe in and breathe out with the same duration. Alternating the starting point between left and right. And with every breath, you feel how you're relaxing more deeply. The breath might be slowing down, getting longer. You can adjust the counts. And as you deepen your breath, you settle more and more into yourself, grounding yourself in your connection to the floor, to the earth, and feeling a sense of balance establish itself between left and right. A sense of harmony in your body. And a sense of harmony with your environment. Continue breathing, alternating as I showed you. Placing all your attention on your breath. And being with the breath. Letting thoughts that may come just slide away with your out breath. As we're harmonizing left and right, it's also harmonizing with the planets around the earth. The left side breathing is associated with the moon's energy, and the right side with the sun's energy. So you can see yourself as the earth between the two, receiving their light, being sustained by their nourishing light and energy. Next time, then breathe out with your left nostril. Just keep your eyes closed, bring your hands down to your thighs, and feel. Feel if you feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more poised. And I invite you to set an intention for the practice, which can be around reconnecting to nature in a deeper way, in a more meaningful way that you may have done so far. Many of us already have that connection, already love gardening or walking in the forest. How can I bring even more depth and meaning to this connection through this practice? We're now going to go into a bit of warm-up exercises before actually going into the postures per se. So I invite you to lie down on your back and place your feet about 50 centimeters away from your buttocks and open about the width of the mat. And you can place your arms open in a T shape and breathe and lengthen the spine as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, let your knees fall towards the left side. And breathe in, come back up. Making space in the spine and breathe out, let the knees fall gently to the right. Never doing anything that causes discomfort or pain, but just enjoying a good stretch. Breathe in, lengthen, and then to the left as you breathe out. Again, breathe in, come up. And come down. And you're feeling a nice twist of the lower back. Breathe in, come up. And left. One more time, up. And down. And now let's come up and move your feet close to your buttocks. So they're almost against them. And we do the same thing. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and then breathe out. Turn your knees to the left, bringing them down to the floor as much as possible without lifting up your right shoulder. And then come back up to the center and down to the right. Going as far as is comfortable without lifting the left shoulder. And feel how the twist come up is now occurring a little bit higher in the back, in the middle part of the back. And you're oiling the joints, the vertebra, giving yourself a beautiful massage. Breathe in, trying to breathe in deeply in the abdomen, and then go down to the other side. Up again, and down. Come up. And last version of this exercise, breathe in. Come up and then go down to the left. First bringing your feet to the floor and letting the knees follow again as is comfortable for you today. Not letting your right shoulder come up. And you come up with your knees and other side. Up. Lengthening the spine as you breathe in and down. And up. and down. And come up. And feel how this time the twist is happening higher up in the back. One last time, down to the right. And come up. Place your hands on your knees and make circles that really help open the hips. Trying to make them wider and wider as you relax. And then in the other direction. And now you can place your hands on the inside of your knees and just let the weight of the gravity bring your knees down a little bit towards the floor and rest. You can deepen the stretch by breathing deeply in between the thighs. And you can then, if you can, try to grasp the side of your feet. If that's a bit too difficult, you can clasp wherever it's comfortable, for example, your heels or your calves. And you just increase the stretch even more, and you can let yourself rock a little bit from side to side. Massaging the back as you do so. Now bring your feet close together, trying to bring your feet sole against sole, and pull your feet a little bit towards your chest. Doing again what feels right for you. The body likes a stretch, doesn't like pain. So in yoga, you try to do enough that your body is getting a good stretch, a good workout, but not too much that it goes into pain. After you do a certain position, it should feel good. You should feel your body's happy. And bring your knees together and roll. Massaging again the back and come up if you can like this. And slowly coming up. And you can bend your knees a little bit and let your head dangle, also your arms. Everything is dangling down except the shoulders that stay far from the ears. You can clasp your elbows and breathe, relax. And roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. And bend your knees. Bring your hands together in prayer pose in front of you. Bend down and try to twist towards your left in a way that you're bringing your right knee, your right elbow towards your left knee. And feel a nice twist in your body. Again, doing it gently. If this is too much, you might just go as far as feels right for you. If you feel you want to deepen the twist, you can also open up your arms like this. And breathe. And now come up. And let's go to the other side. And again, using the breath to help you in the twist, in the stretch. And come up. Open your legs a little bit with your feet facing out to either side. Come down with your hands and Just let yourself sink in, trying to bring your tailbone towards the floor. And using here, again, gravity to bring you down. And create a nice warm up in the legs. Using the breath to enhance the power of your legs and the release in between the thighs. Come up. And now let's make some big circles with the arms like this, stretching out, making space in the shoulders, in and around the shoulders. You can breathe in as you come up and relax as you come down. And in the other direction. Let's do a few energization breathing with a double breathing exercise. So open up your arms to either side. We're going to come down with a double out breath through the mouth, relaxing the body, and then tense the body as you come up with a double in breath with the nose, tensing from toes to the top of your head, even your face is contracted, and relax again. Continue. Feeling lots of heat and energy. Fill your body with every breath. One last time. Open up your arms and let's do a few circles to also warm up the rest of the spine. And then in the other direction. And final little warm up of the neck. Bring up your right arm, place it on your left ear, and stretch. Feel a nice deep stretch in the neck and the back of the shoulder. If ever you spend time on the computer, this is a wonderful release. And then on the other side. Wonderful, and release. We're now going to go into our postures. I'm just going to adjust the screen a little bit. Okay. So, I invite you to start by going into our mountain pose, which is the position in which we come back to between each posture. The mountain pose, your feet are parallel to one another, your knees are facing forward, abdomen slightly tucked in, chest nice and open, shoulders relaxed, the hands like this straight with palms facing towards your body. Chin a bit tucked in and lengthen the spine. The knees are soft, they're not locked back. And really feel a deep grounding as you relax into that posture. You relax, but in an active way. You're connecting the earth and the sky. And from here, we're going to go into our tree pose. We're going to be first working with the earth element through our first chakra. And there's no better position to do this than the tree pose. So bring your weight onto the left leg and open your hips with the right leg. Open the right leg from your hips, and you can place your foot wherever feels right. It can be on the floor, just gently resting your toe on the floor, or on the calf, or here against the thigh. Whichever feels right for you. Make sure that the left leg is not locked, the left knee is not locked. Find your balance, fix a straight point ahead of you, a fixed point, and open up your arms to the sky, reaching out lengthening and then relaxing the shoulders down. And breathe. And as you breathe, feel your roots deepen into the earth, into the soil. And as they go deep, deep, deep into the soil, feel how they can be nourished, energized by all sorts of nutrients. And also comforted by the warmth of the earth. Feel the deep connection with the soil and how it's pulsating with life. And feel that life energy rising through your legs, through your trunk, like sap, bringing vibrancy to your branches, to your leaves. And breathe. Breathe in the oxygen like a tree that's absorbing the carbon dioxide and breathing out fresh oxygen. You're connecting earth and sky through your breath, just like a tree. And feel the serenity as you do so. Breathe in, open your arms wide, and come back into the mountain pose. Resting both feet on the floor, feeling the difference between right and left. Feeling the aliveness that's probably vibrating in your left leg. Feel the space in your chest. We've activated the earth's chakra, but also the heart chakra, the air chakra. And now bring your weight to the right leg. Again, making sure your knee is not blocked back. And placing your foot wherever is right, opening the left leg from the hip. And placing it anywhere but not against the knee. Anywhere but against the knee. If you're placing it at the top of your thigh like this, you want to really be pressing your thigh against the foot, foot against the thigh. If it's slipping, just go a little bit lower. Probably means you still need to work on the hip opening. And breathe in, open up your arms, lengthen, lengthen, grow tall, tall, tall. And breathe. Feel how your breath can help soak up the nutrients from the soil, deepen your roots. And the deeper your connection to the earth, the more you can grow. The taller, the more majestic you can grow. Feel your trunk getting stronger, your branches even more creative. And with every breath, you can be a breath of gratitude for the soil, for the earth that carries you and allows for your growth. You can feel the comfort of this connection. And in that comfort, affirm mentally, I am calm, I am poised. Breathe in again, lengthen, open wide your branches like a beautiful tree crown where lots of birds can nest. And come back in your mountain pose. Close your eyes and feel yourself like a powerful, majestic tree. And now you're becoming the mountain, you're becoming earth itself. Ensuring a strong grounding on all your sole of your feet. 3 anchorage points, the heel, and next to your big toe and little toe, like a triangle that helps you really connect profoundly to the earth. And again, the deeper you connect with the earth, the higher you can be, the taller you can be. As you push down, you're actually pressing up, growing. You visualize a beautiful chain of mountains that you're gazing upon. And as you look at these mountains, you can really feel the power that lies behind this beautiful planet. The wisdom that she holds, all this experience, and this care so many people call the earth Mother Earth. So trusting in her care, you can look up behind closed eyes and speaking to that more beautiful part of yourself, or to Mother Earth, whichever speaks to you, you can affirm, I stand ready to obey by every command. You're speaking to that part of you that knows what's best for you, that knows how you can be well and nurtured. Let's now connect with the water element of the earth through this second position of forward bend, Prasarita Paramhansa. So open your legs, the width of one of your own legs. And we're going to bend forward in 2 stages. So first we stay with a straight back. So breathe in, lengthening your spine. Your knees are soft as you start bending. You don't want them to lock back. And as you breathe out, you start going down with a straight back. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, go down. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, go down. If you want, you can put your hands on your buttocks in the back. It helps to keep the back straight and a nice open chest. And you're going down, really bending just from the hips, not only from the top of the body. So breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, go down. If you are having your period at the moment, you may want to stay parallel to the floor. If not, just continue your journey down. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, go down. Tucking in your abdomen helps to deepen the bend in the hips. And now release your hands, bring everything down, release the head. Your head's pointing to the floor. And abandon yourself. Again, we're working on the first chakra, the earth chakra, as our legs hold us nice and strong. But also the water element of the second chakra, as we open our legs and release. Let the flow come in. The fluidity of the bend, of the hip opening. And imagine fresh water running down your back, or warm water, whichever is most relaxing, washing away all that you need to let go of. Any worries, any preoccupations. Let the waters of this earth cleanse you free of your burdens. Imagine the sound of a beautiful rushing brook and the lightness and joy that comes with it. Affirm mentally. I relax and cast aside all mental worry. And bend your knees and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And opening up your arms, you can stretch out and back. And slowly walking back into the mountain pose. Relaxing. And feeling the release that comes with letting the waters flow. And just take a moment to appreciate the fresh water that is so key for our well-being, for our life. The waters that nature brings to us. And we're now going to go from water to fire, our solar plexus, Agni, is it they say in Sanskrit. And we're going to do this by the half moon position, half moon pose. Let me show you this position. It looks like this. So we're going to go into it step by step. Bring your feet close to one another and come up on your toes, opening up your arms and clasping both thumbs. Maybe you can't see at the top, but clasping both thumbs. And then come down with your left heel. Your left heel comes down to the floor. And you're starting shifting your hips towards the right. Now you can see that my body is making a half circle like this, but it's not because I'm bending my upper body. It's just from the movement of the hip to the side. And that's what you want to aim for. There's an expansion here and an expansion there. And stretch out with your arms. Making sure, again, your knees are not locked, your abdomen is tucked in, and your shoulders relaxed. You don't want to be like this, but relaxing the shoulders down. And opening up your right shoulders, imagining you're between two panes of glass. And you're the beautiful moon, the earth's sister, shining back the light of their big brother, the sun. And feel how, again, you're connecting to the earth through your legs, and how this helps activate the fire inside you, that very powerful life energy that gives you the courage to move on. You can affirm mentally, strength and courage fill my body cells. Feeling this heat of third chakra, which makes you alive and driven. And now come up, open up, and come back into the mountain pose. Close your eyes and just listen to any sensations in your body. Is there a particular part that feels a little bit more awake? Maybe here around your solar plexus. The fire is such an important part of the creation process because we so often need to make space for the new. It is a purifying element. It allows us to let go of what needs to be let go of. And make space for new growth. Now bring your feet together again. Come up onto your toes. Press the right heel down to the floor. The other heel is a little bit up. And again, shift your hips towards the left this time. Again, growing tall, stretching out with your hands, relaxing your shoulders down, abdomen tucked in. And breathe, reaching out tall, as if you wanted to touch the moon yourself. And imagine you're drawing an arc of light between the earth and the moon, reflecting the light of your inner sun here in your solar plexus. Breathe in deeply. Lengthening, breathing. And then come up and come back down. Come in the mountain pose. Relax. And feel that strength, that courage that comes from the earth. Keeping your eyes closed. And enjoying the power of those connections. We're now going to do a final posture on the standing up, and that's the lateral warrior position. It's a posture you'll see which will activate all the elements that we just saw together. And the way we go into it, let me show you the final position and then we'll go into it together, is this one. If you want to go deep, you can even put your arm down. So quite an active position. To go in, you open your legs more or less the distance of one of your own legs. Nice opening. And then you open up your left foot at an angle so that it's aligned with the rest of the leg. You want to tuck in your left foot a little bit such that your knee and toes are in the same direction. You basically don't want to be doing like this, you'd be bending your knee badly. So you want to line the foot with the knee. Then you bend your knee in a way that you can still see your toe, your big toe and your second toe to the right of your knee. You basically don't want your knee to be coming forward like this. You want it to be open. And then come with your elbow onto your left knee. There's not much weight. You're not like crumbling here. You're just holding yourself gently. And take a deep breath. And open up, stretching out. Making sure your shoulder is not tense, but again, relax. And stretching out. You want to also make sure you're open, not falling forward. Open. And a long, beautiful diagonal. A warrior of light. And the knee should be such that it's above the heel. If you find yourself like this, you may want to shorten the step. If you find it's way beyond the heel, you want to lengthen, to broaden your step. And again, breathe, breathing in the abdomen, the ribs, the chest. Chest, ribs, abdomen. And you can feel that we're working with the earth element, the water element by opening our hips, but also this inner fire we were connecting to before. And affirm mentally, I'm a fountain of boundless power and energy. Just like the earth, by connecting to the earth, you become a fountain of boundless power and energy. And breathe in, come up. Open up your arms. And come down. Come back in the mountain pose. Feeling how awake each and every cell in your body is now. And open your legs. We're going to do it again in the other direction. So, opening your right foot. The feet are aligned in a way that the heel of the right foot goes to the middle of the left foot. And your knee is above the ankle. If it's below, you want to broaden your step. Beyond, you want to broaden your step. Okay. And then come down with your right elbow on your right knee. Like remember that the left foot should be a little bit tucked in. And open up your arms. And breathe. Expanding. Feeling the earth beneath your feet. Feeling the earth's power in your legs. Feeling the flow of the waters as your hips become more flexible and the fire of your solar plexus. If it's comfortable, you can, for your neck, you can also tuck your chin in and look up towards your arm. Feeling how by connecting to the earth, you can be a fountain of boundless power and energy. Bring your head back to the center. Open up your arm. Open your arms behind you. Come in your mountain pose. And stay with closed eyes in the moment. Really feeling what it means to be a cell as part of the Earth's greater body. If we're all extensions of the Earth, we're all connected. We are all made of the same atoms. We are nourished by the products of the soil. Our thirst is quenched by the clear waters that run down the mountains and flood the rivers. And our bodies also are made of rivers and mountains, beautiful landscapes. Now let's go down to the floor for a few postures. We can start by coming into Vajrasana, the stable position. In this position, you simply sit on your heels. If it's not so comfortable, you can take a pillow and sit on the pillow, if that helps a little bit. And behind, your right toe is above your left toe. So you're putting your right big toe above the left big toe, and then your right hand is in the left hand. And just rest there. And we can activate the posture by contracting the muscles in your legs as if you wanted to push yourself up far from the ground. Activate the muscles in the legs very actively. You can almost feel them vibrate. You're wanting to push yourself far from the ground. And as you do so, you can affirm mentally. The affirmation is escaping my mind. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. And then relax the muscles, but maintaining that image of this vibrant connection to the ground, the earth. We're going to continue helping that earth energy rise in our bodies. We're going to do so through a position which I will now show you, called the door. You may want to put blanket under your knee. I'll just show you the position before we go into it. This is what the position looks like. Now, and we're going to start in the other direction. So place the blanket or just bend your right knee and open your left leg so that it's like this, aligned with the front of your thigh, and that your hips are looking forward. Now, again, like in the half moon position, the movement to the side comes not from bending your upper body, but from the hip, the left hip going down. And then you can open up your arms like this and feel a beautiful big stretch. Again, welcoming here, feeling the energy of the connection to the earth, the water energy of the second chakra as your hips relax and expand, and the fire of our solar plexus, but also the opening of the chest, of the heart. And breathe. And as you celebrate the connection with each of these elements, as if you were opening the door to another realm of perception of your connection with the earth, you can affirm, waves of joy rise through my spine. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can tuck your chin in and look to the side and up over your armpit. And continue feeling these waves of joy rising through your spine. And deepen the breath to help them rise even higher. Making space in your right flank. And bring your head back to the center. Open up your arm. And come back down to the stable position. And feel. Remember this sensation of growth when you connect to the tree, to the earth, like the tree. You can grow taller, you can expand. And feel if there's any such sensation in your body now, especially in your right flank. Let's now go to the other side. Opening your right leg, making sure you're comfortable on the left knee. The foot is towards the floor, and hips facing forward. You let the right hip sink towards the floor. And as you do so, naturally, your upper body bends to the right. Your right hand is against the thigh, and lift up your right arm. And stretch, really squeezing, stretching up, extending, expanding. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can tuck in your chin and look up above the armpit. And continue breathing deeply. As you breathe in the abdomen, feel the connection to the earth. And let the breath rise through your solar plexus, activating your inner fire. And connecting you to the rest of the skies, with your breath. And the symphony of elements in your body allow waves of joy to rise through your spine. Bring back the head to the center, come back down, and come back seated in Vajrasana like a rock. Waves of joy rise through my spine. waves of joy that are probably nourished by our connection to nature. As we continue our journey, I invite you to now do a posture that really helps open the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, which is associated with the element of air. To do this position, you can stretch out both legs and then bend your left leg and place it on the other side of your knee. Now, if that is too challenging, you may also do it like this. If you find it's not challenging enough, you can do the full position, which means bending your right leg like this, so that and then placing your left leg over it. So I'm going to do it like this. Place your left hand behind your back, close to your coccyx, and breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out. Turn towards the left, with your lower back. And again, breathe in, lengthen, and then turn with the middle part of your back. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, lengthen, make space, and open with the top of your back. You can wrap your hand or your arm around your leg as you do so. And if it's comfortable for your neck, just look back. If you want to also deepen the stretch, this twist, you can place your right elbow against the outside of the left knee. And twist. And in that twist, breathe deeply. Abdomen, ribs, and chest. Chest, ribs, abdomen. Abdomen, ribs, chest, chest, ribs, abdomen. And feel the expansion in your chest and in your upper back behind your shoulder blades. We're making more space for the heart, allowing it to breathe in more oxygen. And that space brings lots of positive energy, making you affirm, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. And bring your head back to the center. And slowly you breathe in, lengthen the spine, and as you breathe out, you can untwist from top to bottom and come in a cross-legged position. And listen for a moment. Feel the space in your chest and how, having contracted in a way, constrained the space, you've enhanced a greater stretch in your chest to breathe, making more space for more air. Now stretch out both legs again, bend your right leg, place it on the other side of the left knee. Bring your right hand behind your back, close to your coccyx, your tailbone, and breathe in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, twist with the lower part of the back towards the right. Breathe in, lengthen, and twist again with the middle part of the back. Breathe in, lengthen, and top of the back. You can wrap your arm around your right knee as you do this. And if it's comfortable for your neck, just look all the way back. And breathe. Breathe in the abdomen, ribs, and chest. Chest, ribs, abdomen. Feeling the space in your chest, in the back of your upper back. Feel this special connection to the air around you. And become aware of how every other living creature on this earth is breathing the same air. You're all connected through the breath. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, bring your head back to the center, and then again breathe in, lengthen and untwist from the top down to the bottom. Come back in a comfortable seated position and listen for a moment. The affirmation of this posture is, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Can you feel physically what may have brought Swami Kriyananda to find this affirmation for this posture? This opening in the heart. And this connection to the air we all breathe. As a final position, we're going to do the fish pose. So let me show you the fish pose first, because you don't want to be turning your head as you do it. And in this position, you place your hands on the floor, palms facing down below your buttocks, and you lift yourself up on your elbows. And you place your head very gently on the floor. So there's hardly any weight of the head on the floor. All the weight is on the elbows. And then to come down gently and unfold. So from a lying down position, place your hands below with your palms against the floor, elbows as close to one another as possible with a huge opening of the chest. Feet are pointing down towards the floor. Your legs are very toned. You're activating all the muscles in your legs, your buttocks, and that's what's giving you the upward surge that allows you to rise with your chest. So there's a lot of tone in your muscles, all the way from the toes to the top of your chest. And here we're activating the throat chakra, the element of ether, the chakra that is associated with creativity. But it's activated because all the other elements here are mobilized. The earth, the water, the fire, the air. And you're flowing, your body's making a wave. The affirmation is, my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. And come down gently, lift your head and unroll your back. Place your hands away from your body. And let's go into relaxation. You may choose to cover yourself. You can open your legs the width of the mat. Let your feet dangle on either side. Your arms are a little bit separate from your body, palms facing upwards. And let your body sink into the floor. Sink into the earth. Take a double in-breath through the nose and tense all your muscles. From the toes, your fists, all your arms, everything's active, and relax. Again, tensing everything. Feeling very tonic, and relax. One last time. Tensing, activating, and releasing completely. slowly let each and every body part rest more and more deeply onto the ground, onto the floor. Imagine Mother Earth taking you into her arms and cuddling you. As like a mother putting her child to bed, a very loving, very caring, very nurturing mother. Except you don't fall asleep, you're fully awake and aware of this nurturing presence. Feel the earth enveloping in a gentle caress your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks, your hips, your abdomen. You're being enveloped in a blanket of comfort and peace. Rest your shoulders in this comforting, peaceful blanket. Rest your neck and your throat, the back of your head. You can imagine yourself lying on a warm beach where the sand is espousing the shapes of your body, creating a gentle blanket of warmth below and around you. But a blanket which allows much space for all of you to expand, to grow, to shine. Feel the threads of this blanket woven together, the earth, the waters, the fire, the air, the ether, all these elements in and around you that give you strength, courage, inspiration, that make you alive. Remember the words from the beginning. We are cells in the larger body of the earth. How does that feel? I am part of the earth is part of me. And just let a sense of gratitude for all that the earth gives us fill you. When you're ready to come back, you can take a deep breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Stretch your arms, stretch the legs. You can massage yourself or caress your face. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and go down onto the right flank. And come up into a seated position. Keep your eyes closed for a moment and revisit your intention from the beginning of the practice. Do you feel that maybe through your body you have sensed another dimension of your connection to the earth? And how might that change your relationship with nature? Can you continue discovering what that relationship is made of? And as a way of concluding, thinking of Earth Day tomorrow, I invite you to rub your hands, bringing lots of energy and power. And then open your palms, imagining you can visualize planet Earth. And you want to wish her well, you want to infuse her with light and healing. Oh.